Hi, I'm Matt Rich from Braun and Rich.
And I'm Greg Braun from Braun and Rich. Braun and Rich is a real estate law firm concentrating in real estate transactions.
And today we want to talk to you about what's included in the closing process representation. So, there are about 5 or 6 different key points we want to discuss, and we start with reviewing and negotiating the attorney review and inspection contingencies. The attorney review and inspection contingencies are a 5-day period in which the buyer has the right to review the contract with their attorney, propose modifications, perform an inspection, raise any inspection items, and negotiate these points back and forth with the seller.
The second step is making sure that all the contingencies of the contract are met. The first and main contingency is the mortgage contingency. So we make sure you're getting your mortgage contingency met on time. And if it's not met on time, we'll make sure you get an extension so you have your rights protected under the contract.
We also work with you to understand and approve all the association documents if you're buying into a condominium or a townhome association. Another contingency that is part of the contract is reviewing and approving those association documents, and will help you navigate that process.
The next step that we do is we look at the title insurance policy. The title insurance policy looks back to make sure that there's no liens, encumbrances, or anything on record that would adversely affect you as a homeowner. So we make sure that you leave with a clean, secure title policy following the closing. We also prepare you for the closing. So you don't go into the closing blind. We tell you the day or so before the closing how it's all gonna flow, who's gonna be there, how it's gonna progress. So when you get there, you know kind of the lay of the land, and you're not gonna be alarmed by what goes on. You'll be all set there.
At the closing, we'll of course go over all the closing documents, whether it's the lender documents, or the title documents, or the seller documents. And we'll make sure that you walk away with a set of those closing documents at the end of the process. And of course, we'll maintain a copy for our files so you always have access.
And then we just don't leave you with a bundle of closing documents. We also give you a checklist, which is a multi-point form that tells you what you have to do after the closing, when you have to do it, and we'll also tell you how to do it, like where to go to find these various things, so that nothing after the closing is a surprise and you don't have to ask, oh, I wish I would have known that ahead of time. We tell you what you need to know, and you'll be prepared for homeownership.
Thank you for tuning in with us on what is involved with the closing representation at Braun and Rich.